Black coffee. Very healthy. Okay. Let's take note that my shirt is on today. August 7th, 2026. Friday. We love because it's the only true adventure. Nikki Giovanni. In loving, we meet ourselves. As we become more honest, we no longer make excuses about our relationship problems. We can't blame our troubles on our partner. Our problems with love were often because we didn't know how to be close or we didn't dare to be. I'm going to come back to that line. When we let ourselves engage in this adventure, we meet many obstacles, things we can't control, and sometimes we want to quit right there. We have arguments and disappointments as well as good feelings. But what adventure is without difficulty or surprises? Part of the reason for choosing new experiences is to confront forces outside our control. A relationship is a dialogue. Only if we stay with it through the frustrations, express our deepest feelings openly, and listen to our partner do we achieve a new level of understanding and confidence in the relationship. That's a sentence. Then, deeper levels also open within ourselves. Today, I will let honesty guide me in this adventure of my love dialogue. All right, let's do a little bit of reflection on perhaps some select sentences. Our problems with love were often because we didn't know how to be close or we didn't dare to be. Dare to show somebody the truth. So for me, I recently recognized that I had a deep level of unconscious control of all situations with humans interacting, such that I would not use emotionally laden language to express my experience. Instead, I would give a sterilized play-by-play, and I would often not even be with them. I wouldn't hold my gaze with their eyes because I was so afraid of what the authentic reaction would be if I was authentic. And it requires me to be authentic to share my experience, and I need to use emotionally laden language. If I just go through my day and say, this happened, that happened, that happened, that happened, that happened, and I share it with somebody, there's no emotion there. That's not me. So when you share your day with somebody who wants to care about you and you care about, share how you feel, how you felt after things. Try to get in touch with how your body feels. That's how you get close to somebody. Is you dare to show intimacy. Into me you see. In order to see into me, I have to be authentic. I have to be honest with myself and connected with myself, and I have to be vulnerable. So, go back to that sentence. Our problems with love were often because we didn't know how to be close, and we didn't dare to be. So there you go. How to be close. Be honest with yourself. Be connected with yourself. So that means you have to be low stressed enough. That means you have to, for me, that means I have to wake up and restore safety. Because my nervous system will feel stressed if I don't remind it that, no, I'm actually great without having to output tasks. I'm lovable, I'm loved without having to perform. I'm gonna perform anyway. I'm not allergic to effort. Effort is easy. I could work all day. But if my brain believes that I need to do that in order to exist, in order to feel good about myself, then I'm not going to be psychologically safe. And if I'm not psychologically safe, I can't be connected to myself. I can't be authentic with myself, and therefore I can't be authentic with somebody else. So I can't even get close. So it starts with me. Right? And for a long time, I thought I was intimate. Right? I thought I was sharing myself, but I didn't even know. All right. Let's see, one more sentence. Only if we stay with it through the frustrations, express our deepest feelings openly, and listen to our partner, do we achieve a new level of understanding and confidence. So this one's interesting because this implies that we are going to stay with it through everything, right? And that's kind of like, well, the person has to be healthy enough and not damaging enough to want to stay with it through the frustrations, right? So there has to be some kind of quality there that you're not getting damaged in the frustrations, or that things are being taken care of honestly, open-mindedly, and people are willing to hold each other. And we also need to listen to our partner. We can't feel like we always have all the right answers. We have to be able to sit in uncertainty and hold other people's opinions. And then we have confidence in the relationship. That makes me think about how the point of relationships is actually to attune to each other and to co-regulate. Not to have the cutest arm bag, not to have the richest guy who gives me security but then emotionally abuses me. It's to have somebody who holds your emotions and listens to you, and you're not going to them to take care of you, you're just going to them to share your emotions with, to attune to you. If I see somebody looking me in the eye after I share my genuine experience, and that they're actually listening to me, and they're like not just empathizing but attuning, they're like with it the whole time, that is the point of a relationship. Not just a love relationship, but any friend relationship. It's when we know we're safe with somebody, that they are wanting to attune through our experience and they're wanting to listen to us. So yeah, think about people today that they can do that for you, and be grateful for that, because that's what we're designed for. I was watching that new show Pluribus. I mean, I don't know how new it is anymore, but it's a show where most of the world's population gets infected by this alien virus, and then they become non-human anymore. So there's basically barely any humans left. And it led me to start thinking about like, what would be the point of anything if there were no humans left? You know, what would you actually want to do? Would you take care of yourself if there was nobody left? Why? Right? It's kind of like this corner case in math. So be grateful for the people around you, and choose healthy, safe people that don't abuse your emotions. Over and out.